Hello, Gloversville High School community. I'm Rich Tamale, Gloversville High School principal, and with me is
Dennis By, the associate principal.
And we're here to tell you a little bit more about our reopening plans that are going to be happening this coming September, which is only in a few short weeks. But I first want to tell you, everything we're going to tell you today is on the website. If you have any questions, it is a great resource. Go to the website, www.gesdk12.org. Okay? Everything is on there. Please check it out, even if you can't watch this entire video.
And I will say, not to cut you off,
Nope,
but
that's okay.
they just redesigned their website. So if you've seen it previously, it is a smooth. It's a very smooth line now. It's got a great look to it, and things are easy to find.
So we're going to keep you on for about 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to go over several different things, and we're going to start with our Chromebooks. So in our hybrid model, everybody is going to need a Chromebook. So we are going to deploy Chromebooks prior to your first day of school, which is September 10th. Watch the website. Look for Facebook posts. We'll tell you the exact details of that's happening. What I do want to tell you is, if you have a Chromebook and you did not turn that in, we will not be issuing another one. And I believe Mr. Bai had a great point earlier about our Chromebooks.
Only that the ones that are out there still have to come back. The reason we collected them is that the technology people also have to do an upgrade on them to match the technology that's going to be used in the classrooms now. So we had a lot of problems with technologies earlier. They all came in. Actually, they're sitting just to the right of us, a couple hundred of them. But if you still have a Chromebook out there, that's got to get turned back in. And I believe because of these updates and the new Chromebooks and things, the cost of the Chromebooks actually has gone up if it does not get turned in.
Correct. And we're going to redeploy those Chromebooks. You're going to have to sign our technology use agreement. And as Mr. Bai noted, it'll be a $200 charge now if the Chromebook is damaged or not returned. Again, that's $200 instead of the $50. So what I also want to talk about is the remote learning option. So everybody is going to need a Chromebook, but especially those of you who choose a remote learning option. In order to choose the remote learning option, you must go on the website that I mentioned before. There is a registration form there. You click the registration form, fill out the information, and click submit, and you have to get a confirmation notice. You only have to do that once, even if you have more than one child in your family that comes to the high school. Only do that one time. Mr. Bai will describe a little bit of what we're going to be looking at and some teacher responsibility for that remote learning option.
I am?
Sure.
Well, as things stand now, the teachers are going to have their classes recorded. So as I am teaching my dragons that are in front of me in the class, there are going to be dragons. So even if you are on the remote option, you are going to be assigned one of the two teams, dragons or huskies. And the expectation is that as soon as that class is over, his or her class is over, that lesson will be uploaded to the Google Classroom, I believe is the platform they'll be using. And the students at home are going to be obligated to get on them as soon as you can and participate best you can from that. It's going to be tough. I can't even imagine doing it like that. You can't ask teachers questions except via emails. But it is how things are going to run. And then on the next day, when you would, on your off day, there will also be assignments for you to do. But there just won't be another class for you to look at.
So the positive about that as we get started is you'll be able to view those videos and answer those questions at your leisure. However, you are going to probably have a task to do and have to submit that prior to the end of the day, because we have to take attendance each and every day, even when you are a remote learner. So the teacher will be responsible to, number one, upload their video, and number two, check in to make sure that they've provided you with an assignment and that you've completed that assignment in that timely manner to count you as being in attendance for that day. I know it all sounds complicated, but we are really going to try to make things very simplistic in September to get things off the ground. So you teachers that are watching out there, don't worry. We're still going to, have the 2 lessons per week. We're going to take baby steps toward this, but the goal is we're going to get better each day. Tuesday is going to be better than Monday. Wednesday is going to be better than Tuesday. And by November, December, our hope is that we're going to build capacity where we could have live sessions that you could remote into. So, we have some goals, we have some steps, but the first goal, September 10th, get us off the ground and let's get some new learning going.
Well, you brought up some dates, and who knows if where we'll be at this time frame, but it is also worth noting that if you do choose the remote learning option, you are in that remote learning environment until February 1st. The entire first quarter, I think the middle of January is sometime. It'll be promulgated later, the exact date, but you'll get to decide whether you want to come back or stay in remote. But if you select remote learning initially, you are in that remote learning until February 1st for the entire first semester.
Correct. And I'm glad you mentioned the date. You have until Wednesday, August 26th, to sign up for remote learning option, if that's what you decide for your child. Again, that's Wednesday, August 26th.
Not to beat a dead horse, but I don't want their confusion, because we had parents that signed up for the survey saying that they thought they might be interested in it. They were interested in knowing more, which is what that survey was. And I thank you everyone that did participate, because that did help drive our discussions. So this is totally separate. Even though you said, yeah, I'm interested, now you have to go on there, read everything, and decide, do I really want to do this or not? So it is a separate form. If you signed up for the survey, it does not automatically sign you up for remote learning.
Great point, Mr. Bai. Also, Mr. Bai talked about being a Husky or a Dragon. In a remote learning environment, you will be a Husky or a Dragon. You will be assigned to a team. One of the questions we keep getting is, when are we going to know what team we're on? Well, we're hoping to do it sooner, but the latest date that you will find out would be Friday, August 28th. Okay? Friday, August 28th. By that time, you are going to know whether you're a Husky or a Dragon.
A week from today.
Thank you. All right, so the next thing I think we're concerned about is temperature checks and health screenings. Remember, there are 2 different things. A health screening is answering a series of questions. The temperature check is obviously getting your temperature checked at our door. So we will have an app available to you. Check the website, you'll get the details, for you to answer questions prior to coming to school. It'll be quick, I promise, but we're going to have an app for you to do that.
Right, and I believe that's a state regulation that parents are asked twice a week. They're going to confirm you haven't been out of the state, that you don't have haven't had flu-like symptoms, things like that. The plan is, as students enter one of the entrance doorways, that there'll be a screener there, fully protected, and temperature be taken. We talked about that in the second video.
Yep. So we talked about the remote option. There is also students and maybe some parents, if you remember that first day of school, you got a big packet of forms, right? You had to get the forms, you had to sign all those things. It's tough to remember. It's tough that I send them back. I don't really know what I'm signing. So we've made it just a little bit easier for you, but you have a step to complete in order to do that. It's called Family ID. It's on the website. Check that website, okay?
It's a good one.
It's great. So Family ID, all you have to do, click on it and register yourself. Once you register you and your family on there, all your forms will be available. The code of conduct we're hoping to have available. Any athletic forms. Mr. Mustafa just said that signups for sports are coming to a close soon. But guess what? You need a physical. You need to sign the health history form. You have to do all this stuff. That's up there. Mr. DeMagistris took care of that. It's a great site.
Probably a photo opt-out form, photo opt-out is gonna be on there, so you
Yep.
don't want your child recorded or a picture might wind up in the paper, then that form is available there as well.
Great. So, let's see, I'm trying to think of some things that we may have. I don't have anything else here that I can think of.
Yeah, no more questions to be answered, some things about sports, we don't know yet. I think the governor's gonna talk about that next week. That's the question that just
Yep.
popped down here.
Yep. Are we going to have fall, winter, or spring sports?
So.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, we've looked through these hundreds of questions, and as we were tasked to do by the governor, we gave opportunities to the citizens to present questions, and we did a three-part series to try to answer them the best we can. And as always, as we told you last time, unless there's something else,
Nope.
please, any further questions, you have our email, you have our phone numbers, stand by.
Correct. My number is 518-775-5712. That's direct to my desk. And Mr. Bai?
775-5711, rings right at my desk.
So we're available anytime during the day. Right now, we're on summer hours from 8 to 2:30, but you can always leave us a message. We'll get back to you the next day.
Is there anything else?
I think we're good.
We're good.
Thank you, Mr. Mustafa, who's behind the camera, who always helps us out with these videos. We really appreciate it. And thank you, families, for all that you do, and teachers. Don't forget, check the website.
That's right.
Everything you need is right there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.